This is your weekly budget brief from National Priorities Project. I'm Mattea Kramer. This week at National Priorities Project, we're talking about the federal budget process. There are quite a few steps to creating the federal budget. First, the President submits a budget to Congress, and then lawmakers in both the House and Senate debate over the President's budget, and then budget committees in both chambers are supposed to propose their own budgets. You might have heard in the news recently that Representative Paul Ryan, who's the House Budget Chairman, introduced his budget, which passed in the House. And there were also several other budgets that were introduced into the House of Representatives, and one of them was by the Congressional Progressive Caucus. So today I'm talking about the tale of two budgets. I'm contrasting Representative Ryan's budget, which is very different from the Congressional Progressive Caucus budget. First, on job creation. Representative Ryan, who's focused on reducing federal spending and shrinking the size of federal programs, does not propose any new initiatives on job creation. The Congressional Progressive Caucus, however, said job creation was their top priority and proposed $2.9 trillion of job creation initiatives over 10 years. That's mostly through public works investments or infrastructure projects that would create jobs. Now, the two budgets were also very different on the issue of taxes. Representative Ryan proposed shrinking our current tax system, in which there are 6 different tax brackets, to just 2 tax brackets. And that would reduce tax rates for the wealthiest Americans, and that's something that Representative Ryan says would help to create jobs. On the other hand, the Congressional Progressive Caucus raises taxes on the wealthiest Americans, in particular by ending the Bush-era tax cuts for the wealthiest 2% of Americans, and by adding new tax brackets for millionaires and billionaires. This budget also proposes raising the tax rate on investment income. Finally, on deficits. Each budget projects out 10 years, and in the year 2022, Representative Ryan projects a budget deficit of $287 billion, while the Congressional Progressive Caucus projects a budget of $180 billion. Now, even though Representative Ryan cuts federal spending much more sharply than the Congressional Progressive Caucus, he projects a higher budget deficit because the Congressional Progressive Caucus would raise new tax revenues by raising these rates on wealthy Americans. That's all for this week. Thanks for joining us.